Hey everyone, welcome to another rip roaring episode of That's All Funny, the podcast that just asks the question, what is a man? What what is a crazy man doing here? Talking about shit, right? Um, yeah, I don't know if I talked about that documentary the other day. I can't remember, but I watched What is a Woman, made a video on it. If you want to go on YouTube on my channel, check it out. It's very clickbaity, so be warned. But whatever, it was a good documentary, and it shed some light on some things that were interesting to me. I like I said, it's not that controversial. Like, I feel like it should just start a dialogue, but whatever, right? But it brought up a good point about the next level that we're gonna see, and this is on a news article I'm seeing, is transableism, where people are choosing to be identified as handicapped. And it made a point in the movie somewhere where the man was talking to a female doctor that she does gender reassignment surgeries, right, where she cuts the penis into a vulva, and essentially, I mean, if you think about it, like mutilates a person, right? Like cuts the penis into a vulva where the person will still feel pleasure, but it's kind of a mixed bag because some of the nerves get lost, and then they're taking hormones or whatever for the rest of their life. So he asks the doctor, hey, if about transableism, hey, if a man identifies as a one-armed man and he comes in with two arms and he says, I want to cut one of my arms off so I can be how I feel, would you do it? And the doctor was like, no, that's psycho. That would be like crazy. I would have him helped psychologically. And and the dude's like, don't you see the correlation here between what you're doing and and that, it's just enabling. But yeah, I feel like transableism is like the next avenue that we're gonna do, where like that woman poured bleach in her eyes and fucked up her eyes so she could be blind because she wanted to be identified as a blind person. And I don't know, like, I feel like that's the next avenue, people fucking shoving shit in their ears so they could be deaf. I don't know. All I know is Mr. Beast is trying to cure deaf people, blind people, and I feel like he's hiding something. It's some Illuminati level shit, And his thumbnails, like, my thumbnails are shit, yeah, but his thumbnails are like creepy looking. They're like, I don't know. They're weird, wacky shit. They're like the kind of thing you'd see in a They Live, where you'd have to like put on a pair of glasses to see what's actually behind it, the motive. But whatever. Let's look at the other news here. 500 children have been killed during war in Ukraine, Zelensky says. And man, like, why is he like saying that? Is he trying to get pity from people so they can give him more money? Like, what? He's just saying children. Does he mean like casualties of war, or because of diseases or famine, or like, or are they like technically kids but they're like 17 but they're signed up for the war? Or I don't know, like, yeah, I don't know. He needs to be more specific, and I don't know why he's like tugging at those heartstrings whenever his buddy Biden has already given him billions dollars, and that's not enough. And then Zelensky wants to like show up at the Emmys and show up at the Oscars and show up on any streaming service that'll take him. He wants, like, I don't know. I think he likes the attention first, but then he just wants like as much help as he can get, but he doesn't want to help himself. He's like the man that doesn't want to learn how to fish, but just keeps asking for a fish. You know what I mean? Like, you want to teach him how to fish, but he doesn't want to learn. He's not willing to. So yeah, I don't know. Zelensky's just a lazy piece of shit or something. I mean, I don't think is really out in the war. He's just going around doing these tours where he's like, promoting that he needs help from the war, so, like Lex Luger and the Lex Express or some shit, and he should be like on the front lines, or I don't know, doing something else better with his time than just trying to beg for money. If you're gonna do that, fucking get a hot chick to represent your country. And then yeah, or ask celebrity. Like how you were asking. I guess that's why he was at the Oscars, to ask celebrities for money. But like suck some dick. I don't know, whatever the fuck you need to do, but don't cry about it and say, oh, all these children are dead, give us money. Like, come on. Speaking of children, thousands flock to Disney's Gay Days celebration for Pride Month. Apparently, in Orlando, there's a weekend celebration called Gay Days where Walt Disney World and other theme parks welcome all the gays, and that's cool, I guess. I don't know, like, you have the LGBTQ and then the plus sign, which I guess is everything else they just don't want to talk about. Like what? The maps, the furries, whatever else, right? The really weird, kinky shit that gets a little too risque. But I mean, I don't care if you got a weekend for the gays. I'm sure they have a day where it's just retarded kids coming in, for the retards, like the slow children, if you will, the slow people. So yeah, that's fine, I guess. I don't care. I think it's a trap too, because I mean, yeah, if you're gonna send a gay person to Disneyland, they're gonna charge you a lot for everything, So I mean, I don't know. Gay people are usually pretty well off because if they have time to worry about their gender, they're not worrying about their next meal or money. You know what I mean? Like if they had real world problems, maybe gender wouldn't really be an issue. Like, hey, I'm trying to fucking make money here, not worry about what I identify as. I just want to contribute to society and pay my bills and take care of who my immediate family. But what do I know? I'm a sick man. I always say that because I am, and I guess I'm proud of it. So I'm part of pride too. I'm proud of being a sick man. I'm not proud of being fat. I've gained a lot of weight since last year, but oh well. Eventually, like, I'll figure it out. Figure out how to balance the weight with the physical weight with the mental weight on my shoulders that I feel. Eventually, right? Eventually, we all do. Lastly, on the news here, almost 80 schoolgirls poisoned in Afghanistan, and they think it was like a girl that did it to them. Or no, girls are banned from education beyond 6th grade, and so the education official who said the person who orchestrated the poisoning had a personal grudge against these 80 girls. And I mean, I don't know, it's Afghanistan, so I'm sure their water isn't fucking Dasani or anything, so it's probably just dirty. But this sounds like some mean girl shit, like maybe someone made fun of her babushka or Afghan or whatever the fuck they wear, and she got mad, wasn't all Gucci or whatever, and poisoned all the girls, and I don't know, poison I feel like could be a lot of things. Like you could put a X-Lax, like the old classic prank, and call it poisoning technically, you know what I mean? So who knows what poison they use there, I don't know. I just think this is more, I guess, newsworthy than the Zelensky saying 500 children have been killed. When it's like, okay, can you like elaborate? Uh, without like saying, just give us money, please give us money. That's my Zelensky. But yeah, I guess that's the episode for today, right? What do y'all think? Did y'all watch that documentary? What is a woman? It was all right. I think it was all right. I don't know if I'd pay to watch it, but it's a good free watch. What do you think about the Afghans and all the poisoning they do? Like I said, poisoning is such a female thing to do, so I think it's a female. What do you think about gay days? I feel like I feel like anyone that goes to Disney World's gay. Like you're just gay. Like Disney World isn't the straight kid dream that it used to be. It's getting pretty gay, I think, with the characters and shit. You don't have the classic princesses anymore that are like, shit that you could like jack off to. Like these new princesses are, I don't know. They're not drawn well. they're not made, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. Whatever. You just can't jack off to them. And what do you think about transableism, huh? I know I'm gonna be identified as depressed and fat and anxious, and I can't wait for that government cheese to start rolling in, man. I'm gonna get the sharpest cheddar I can. So sharp it'll fucking cut my mouth when I bite into it. It's gonna be so good. So fucking good. But yeah, I wanna thank y'all for listening. Check out my video on What is a Woman on YouTube. youtube.com/@LorenzoAriola. Check out the patreon.com/LorenzoAriola if you want to support this madman with early content and extra stuff. And check out the website www.retrohorrorinc.com for official merchandise, or if you just want to commission some great art from the artist Retro Horror Inc. But thank you for listening. Take care and have a great start to your week. Bye.